Good morning, friends, followers, subscribers, and Trevorites, but mainly you, the subscriber. Thank you for continuing to support my channel. But if you're watching this video right now and you've not yet subscribed, why not? It's free! Well, people, yes, it's Monday morning, yes. Video's probably going to go out a little bit late this morning due to what's been happening in my life recently. Yes, thank you very much for those of you that tuned in last night to watch the live. Thank you very much to those of you that support the things that I care about. But yesterday, my ex-partner took me shopping to Aldi and I got my shop in. I think I mentioned that yesterday. Anyway, did I mention it last night? Doesn't matter. I did. And she had a sore throat. That was it. This morning I wake up to find out that she has tonsillitis, temperature, she's having chills. So I've had to go to the pharmacy this morning and get the medication required. And the weird thing is, she phoned 111 on a Sunday and said, listen, I need to get stuff done, my throat, can I have this? And they were like, there's no doctor available, we'll phone you back. She waited. She got a call from 111 last night at midnight. And they said to her, sorry, Miss Colt, the doctor's still not available, but we just thought we'd call to check up on you. And she's like, well, okay, yeah, I'm good. And we're going to phone you back every hour on the hour just to check up. And she's like, well, no, please don't do that. And then this morning, she got a call from the doctor, unusual, at 5:15. And her prescription was sent from the doctors by amazing electronic pulses to my local pharmacy. So I went and collected that. So hopefully she's better. And then she sent something weird this morning. Sent me an email. And she says, can you share that with Gwen? Which I've just done. I'm not going to go into the email yet. But all I can say is women, when left alone, the plans that they come out with sometimes would shock you. I would like to do this and this and this. And you're like, oh, okay. Yes. Well, anyway, yep. So after this video this morning, I will also be calling my solicitor just to check up and make sure things are running the way I want them to run. And we'll take it from there, people. But I have received a few emails this morning. People saying, Trevor, what do you think about UK troops going to Ukraine? Honestly, I'm dead against it. I'm dead against it. For those of you that are on the fence, which is a lot of us are on the fence, I'm not on the fence at all when it comes to Ukraine and Russia. I honestly, hand on heart, believe this war could have finished a long time ago if the West would stop pumping their shit into Ukraine. I see this at the minute where there's loads of weapons manufacturers around the world rubbing their hands in glee who are becoming super rich because they're able to produce more weapon systems. And all I can see is the US, the UK, Australia, everyone in the West is going, we can get rid of our shit weapons and give them to Ukraine and we can upgrade. So I'm seeing a lot of that happening at the minute where we're getting rid of old weapon systems and they're dying out in Ukraine. It's like we're giving everything that we want rid of to Ukraine to use. And then these weapons dealers and manufacturers are making an absolute fortune by new contracts signed by all different Western countries. And so I don't think the war in Ukraine and Russia will end anytime soon because a lot of people are making a lot of money off the back of the Ukrainian people that are suffering. There we go. And as a result of that, the West taxes and inflation is going through the roof because we're throwing so much money at this war in Ukraine that the ordinary people are paying for it and we're suffering because of it. So, yeah, and it's all done. This is politicians. So, by the UK allegedly going to send troops across to Ukraine to help train the Ukrainian soldiers or personnel, whatever you want to call them. This then ticks another box for Putin, who goes, right, you not only have the UK give asylum to Ukrainians, they're treating the war wounded, they're training their soldiers, they're financing Ukraine, they're giving them the weapon systems, they're teaching them what to do. The UK's fair game for attack by Russia now. It really is. It really is. And if we're sitting there going, oh, well, I don't know, Trevor, then you're naive. You're naive. That's just my opinion, people. Do your own research. Look at this from different points of view. I don't support Russia at all. I think their dictator is a little bit, well, he's a dictator and he's nuts. But in his head, he's got reasons for this, you know. Anyway, what else is going on? The HS2. Yes, the HS2, the high-speed rail, all this stuff. Yeah, it's been getting built for many, many years now. And every year, the budget, well, we've used up all the budget. Well, let's throw more billions at it. Let's write a blank check. Did you know that? Let's forget about the builders, the manufacturers, the workers, the equipment. Let's forget about that. Let's just look at the people that are being paid to put plans together for the HS2. There's 167 people that are just part of, a bit like what Alistair Campbell used to do to Tony Blair, a bit like a spin doctor, an advisor. So basically HS2 has 167 advisors. Did you know that within the HS2, there's 3 employees who are being paid over £200,000 a year to put together an HS2 training manual about equality, diversity, and inclusion. So they're part of the equality, diversity, and inclusion team. There's only 3 of them, and they're on 200 grand a year. And guess what? They've just opened. They've just opened the doors. They want to hire a 4th. 800 grand a year be wasted there. It is a shit project. I hope it goes bust. And you know what? That's where taxpayers' money is being wasted, on these useless government ideas put together by civil servants. Sad, isn't it? But there we go. And I would say, but I always say I'll leave links in the description. But yes, UK health chiefs are now telling us that we must go and get the flu jab. Yes, and do you know how they're selling it? The flu jab is now more deadlier. Sorry, no, not getting the flu. So the flu is now more deadlier than COVID. What? You're telling us the flu is more deadlier than a world pandemic? I'm going to be honest. I know there's lots of people that watch my channel that are great nurses and great doctors, and they work in hospitals and do great stuff. But I'm telling you now, from my perspective, I do not trust the NHS anymore. I don't trust doctors. I don't care what your degrees are. I don't care what qualifications you have. The health profession, in my books, is in the gutter. You've lied so much over the last couple of years that no one can take you seriously. No one can. Stop with your bullshit. What do you call it? Your bullshit fucking stuff you keep throwing us. The public don't want your jabs. We don't trust what's even in the needle anymore. We don't trust what's on the... If it says it on the tin, remember that day? Well, if it says it on the tin. No, because we know you could have changed the label. No one trusts you. The trust between the public and the NHS is at 0. And that's because of the NHS, no one else. Start challenging. See this here? Oh, well, you can't challenge the science. You can't, stop using the word science to make things look perfect. You can't say, well, the science speaks for itself. It's not the science. It's your interpretation of the science that we do not like. Stop it. Jesus Christ, you can't even type things into Google anymore. COVID into Google. It comes up with a red warning. Well, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, and that warning's been put in there by people that work for Google. So even that's not true. Jesus. Ask Jeeves, and type it into Jeeves. Ask Jeeves. He just comes on the screen and goes, with a question mark. He's not allowed to speak. And this morning, if you didn't realise, remember the Wagatha case? Yeah, between Colleen Rooney and Rebecca Varney. Remember that case? Well, check this out. Colleen Rooney she's been speaking to the media again. I don't know, maybe she got a few pounds for it. But listen to this. My husband Wayne was so engrossed in my court case that he even considered being a barrister. Really, Wayne? You only learned to put 4 sentences together? Hello, Wayne. How do you think the match went? Well, I think it went on a barrister? Really? There's a reason why you were a footballer. Wow. Craziness. Now I know someone's going to comment in there and go, yes, well, Kim Kardashian is now a lawyer. She's qualified. Yes, yes, yes. Kim Kardashian had so much money that she hired legal people to sit with her 24/7 for months and months and months. And she didn't really study. If she was to go and do a law degree, she would fail. She would fail. So how do you become a lawyer then and get all these qualifications? Well, when you're nearly a billionaire, you can afford to pay the wages of these academics to sit with you day in, day out for months and months and months to help you study. Yeah. That's not the same as someone that's went and did it themselves. No, exactly. Exactly. It's nonsense. And do you know what, people? I'll end on this note. I'm sick to death of hearing the mouthpiece comedian Catherine Ryan. I'm sick of her. She is constantly going on and attacking Russell Brand. She clearly has something against Russell Brand. And what I'm going to say is this. Catherine Ryan is a female version of Russell Brand. She sexually gyrates on all her shows. She does mouth things with lipstick on. She does all these things. She does it live on TV. She does it in her stand-up shows. She comes across as someone who is, in fact, she comes across as someone who is sexually active quite a lot, the way she goes about her stage presence. She does exactly the same as Russell Brand. Maybe she's jealous of Russell Brand, but you know what? It's about time someone stood up and went, how come no one's cancelling Catherine Ryan? Why do we not revoke her visa? Why do we not just send her back to the US? Stop attacking people, Catherine, because you are exactly a mirror version of Russell. And stop jumping on the bandwagon. Oh, I feel better now. Might do my 7-Elevens. Have you heard of 7-Elevens? 7-Elevens. Let me get this right. 7-Elevens is breathing. I think it's I'll have to check it, but as far as I'm concerned, it's like this. In for 11. Out for 7. And you do that several times. It helps you relax. Anyway, listen. Have a good day, everyone. Thanks for supporting my channel. It means a lot. Have a good day.